mind control.
Really?
Yeah, my finger's still purple. He kept an alien when he was in the Guard, but I never thought he'd stoop to this.
Wow. Just another piece of the vast election conspiracy puzzle. Oh, a first-time caller. Teresa, in Paris. What's on your mind?
Laura Bush was the mastermind to keep John Kerry out of the White House just because of my plan to repaint it a bright coral red.
Another eyewitness to a plot of deception. Up next, a voice from beyond. Yes, Richard?
Tom, I lost the presidency in 1960. I picked myself up and won in 1968.
Oh, so John Kerry should run again?
No,
Thank you for those words of encouragement. Louis from the mothership.
Tom, did you know that the space wheel time continuum clearly shows that you and your callers are absolutely crazy? Crazy Fruit Loops from the leftward land of silliness. I couldn't even make this stuff up.
Well, the Tribal Radio Network fanfare says it's time to go.
Tom Daschle!
Coast to coast. Stay tuned for the Prostate Awareness Hour live from Del Rio, Texas on the Tribal Radio Network. According to a leading authority, when presented with a problem, 95% of Americans sit on their hands while only 5% do something about it.
I thought we'd get a couple of things on the way to the party.
Yeah, grab a shopping cart.
Oh, it's stuck. I guess we'll just have to carry everything.
Let me try. There, see?
Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution.
Boy, I'm thirsty. You want a soda?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it didn't take my $1. Well, that's okay. I can wait.
Well, try it again, like this. There you go.
If you have a friend that gives up too soon, you know what to do.
You know, I haven't seen Bob, and it didn't start. Maybe we should call Mother.
Hey, you give up too easy. Give her another try. Why don't we listen to Rush on the way?
Who's Rush?
A guy you really gotta get to know.
Listen to Rush on the EIB network. Are you looking...
If I might correct, the architect of the collapse of the Soviet Union, well, the partial architect, Ronald Reagan, helped as well. That would be Mikhail Gorbachev. Mr. Gorbachev, Russia was destroyed. The Soviet Union was destroyed by freedom. It was destroyed by capitalism. It was destroyed by American exceptionalism. Socialism, as an opponent to capitalism, is what died with the Soviet Union. Communism, as an opponent to capitalism, is what died. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what Barack Obama inherited. Barack Obama continually, childishly, immaturely blames predecessors for all of the mess that he and he alone has compounded. If he wants to talk about what he inherited, I'd like to put it down on the record what he inherited. The problem is he inherited it temporarily. He's in the process of destroying it. Barack Obama inherited greatness in a nation. He inherited the birthplace of the individual. He inherited the defender of liberty at home and abroad, the United States of America. He inherited the opportunity to lead a nation of sheer exceptionalism. A nation of equal opportunity. A nation which featured its citizens the right to fail and to try and try and try again. He inherited the financial center and capital of the world. Barack Obama inherited the country that has successfully championed capitalism and widespread prosperity. He inherited a nation which liberated billions of people who lived in oppression. He also inherited great responsibility. He inherited the responsibility to lead this great nation, the world's lone superpower, a nation oriented toward the good of humanity. He inherited the responsibility to preserve and strengthen the free markets and economies that made this the greatest nation in the history of human civilization. He inherited the responsibility to continue the philosophy and the tradition of a country founded on Judeo-Christian morals, ethics, and principles. He inherited the Constitution of the United States. He did not claim the right to remake it, to rewrite it, to change it. He swore to uphold it. And he's in the process of wreaking as much damage to the Constitution as he can get away with nominations like Sonia Sotomayor, as he is wreaking damage to the U.S. economy. Barack Obama did not inherit a mess. He leads a mess. He inherited the United States of America, where anything is possible. And greatness has been delivered to the world time after time in the form of private sector inventions, innovations, advancements in products that improve people's lives for over 200 years. He inherited a country of individuals energized by their liberty and strengthened by their character. Barack Obama inherited the leadership of the greatest collection of human beings in the history of human existence. And what has he done with this inheritance? He has run around the world and apologized at every stop he makes for what he considers the sins, the immorality, and the unjust unfairness of the way he perceives the United States of America. He inherited a country that liberates the oppressed, as I said. He inherited the greatest economy in history. He inherited that, nothing more, nothing less, plus the Constitution. There is nothing to apologize for. It is childish, it is babyish, it is immature, it is unbecoming anyone who holds the office of President of the United States to run around crying like a baby while lying about the mess he inherited. Because he didn't inherit a mess. He inherited years and decades of stewardship from the Oval Office of the greatest nation in history. In his mind, he inherited a flawed social experiment. He has now made the mess. That is the United States economy. He is making a mess of United States foreign policy. There is a lot to be proud of in this country, but you don't hear much about that from the Oval Office or wherever Obama's teleprompter happens to be planted. We don't hear people in his administration talk about how proud they are of this country and how proud they are of the people who make this country work. There is a lot of work to be done, but not the way Obama is proceeding. He is creating more work for future generations to reclaim their birthright, that is the greatness of this country. Barack Obama is destroying what others before him preserved and expanded upon. He's now saying we can no longer postpone health care. Just like we couldn't postpone stimulus, we couldn't postpone TARP. We now can't postpone health care. If he gets what he and the Democrats want, single-payer national health care, your kids and grandkids can forget the American dream as you and your grandparents knew it.
Rush Limbaugh, simply brilliant, on the EIB network. Now America's most scintillating talk show, The Tom Daschle Show.
Tom Daschle!